my God. Quinn Hughes has signed the biggest NHL single-season contract in NHL history. He is joining the Utah Yetis, baby. New deal has been reached by Austin Matthews in Calgary. 7 years at $14.735. Oh my God, no. It just doesn't look right. All right, Utah, we are back. And it's time for us to continue our Year 5 regular season simulation with your Utah Yetis. But before we start anything, how dare all of you? How dare the fan base in Utah for the ridiculous slander set against our future stud defenseman, 4th overall pick, Andreas freaking Kurtz. I was reading your comments. I saw them all. I couldn't believe it. I thought maybe 50-50. I thought maybe a few sprinkled in there, fine. But a majority of the comments said, Johnny, not only get rid of Kurtz because Hughes is better, but the insults towards Kurtz. He's a bum. He'll never produce the way Hughes does. He's not growing. Get him out of there right now. I cannot believe what you guys have just said. So, just for storyline purposes, you guys wanted the extension to Quinn Hughes. He wants 14.3. We did a little bit of wizardry, and apparently I could get him for like 12 million, 12.2 million, 12.5 million, something like that. I can't even offer him that contract right now. Our extension dollars remaining are only 11.6. So let's say, for some reason, I could get Quinn Hughes signed for 12.5 mil. It's ridiculous. How much money is that compared to Andreas Kurtz? If I go 8 years on Andreas Kurtz, 10.1. So you know what? You know what? You know what? I'm going to freaking do it. I am showing the favoritism towards our younger players, and I am extending him right now. 8 years at 8.750 for Andreas Kurtz. I don't want anybody in the franchise to ever think that I was questioning our future. The fan base can say what they want, but Andreas Kurtz is getting locked up, baby. Andreas Kurtz, there you go. All right, so everyone shut your mouths about Quinn Hughes replacing Andreas Kurtz. It is not happening. Although, I will give you guys a glimmer of hope. It's not impossible that we bring Quinn Hughes back next season. I got to see how this season plays out. I got to see how the playoffs go. But if we're going to get Quinn Hughes on this team, then other players have got to go. Either you're getting rid of Werenski and Chikrin, and you're going into the future with Lindstein, Kurtz, and Hughes. You got to find the fourth guy. Or you get rid of, say, one of them, like Werenski's perhaps, and then you choose a forward that has got a lot of salary in there as well, like maybe a Line, a Michelli, a Gunther. So if you guys want Quinn Hughes to be a part of this team, it's going to cost us a lot, and we'd have to give up 2 roster players. But I am not. I repeat, I am not giving up on the future. You guys saying that he's not going to grow? Well, I'm really going to piss you off now. All right, because I'm doubling down on my strategy. Raimo Curry is not moving off that first line whatsoever. I need to find the first line left wing of the future. It's not Michelli. We already tried this, and we got swept out of the playoffs by, like, Chicago or something like that. It was year 2 or year 3. Yeah, year 2. Then we lost to Calgary, and then we lost again to Chicago. We keep on getting swept out. I got to find a first-line left wing of the future. Raimo Curry, medium elites. I got to see if this guy grows. And also the fact that we extended him for less than 4 mil over 8 years. I mean, that could be the perfect guy to play on that first line. Can we get him some X factors? I'm going to see what we can do. Karpatsev as well. Medium elites. I want to play this guy. He's only 21 years of age with medium elite. He could have a higher ceiling than these guys. We know what Gunther and Doan and Michelli and Line are going to be. They've basically capped off. Now, I could focus on them to try to get their overall a little bit higher, to try to get their X factors a little bit higher. That was the argument for Gunther earlier on, right? Johnny, play him. But I want the player type. When I know the player type, then I can play the player in their specific role. These guys, Doan, Gunther, Michelli, they're playmakers. They're guys that we can have in our depth. Karpatsev, I don't know what the ceiling is. Curry, I don't know what that ceiling is. Even Nabokov, I don't know what that ceiling is. And we got them signed cheap. So this is the year where I want to grow these guys. And the criticism about, Johnny, I thought this was a super team. I thought you wanted to load it up. Why are these guys playing on the third line? The super team comes in the playoffs. Yeah, in the playoffs, we're going to be moving Patrick Laine up there. But for right now, as long as I know we can make the playoffs, let's play our younger players so that they become even better for next season. So that's my plan. I'm sticking with it. I don't care if you guys got a problem. Now watch this. Kurtz, you guys shitting on him for his point production, right? 8 points plus 2. Last year, he was a plus 44. So you know what? I am re-engaging the second line. the phalanx of Theo Lindstein and Andreas Kurz. That means Jacob Chikrin has been moved down to the third line. Now that hurts. We have extended him. If his overall begins to drop off, so be it, but maybe somebody that we do move on from in the offseason. I'm going to use Quint Hughes alongside of Werenski for the 5v5 gameplay, but Lindstein and Kurtz, they're going back there together. Now, here's where it gets rough. I am tripling down on this strategy. Vesey, Cooley, Line, Kurtz, Michelli, you're out of there. Guess for who? Oh my god. Oh, this better work or I'm going to be an idiot. Raimo effing Curry. I'm putting the grinder, Raimo Curry, on the power play. We are losing the chemistry down from +5 down to +1. But Raimo should get a few more points, and he's got the passing. I want to see how it plays out. They're calling me an idiot right now. Look at this, Utah. Look at this. One little season, and everyone starts to feel like they can just shit all over me. It is absolutely ridiculous. But fine, I'm the general manager. I will take it on. All right? Second line power play. Ooh, it's even going to get worse. Gunther and Doan, no, don't need you. Karpatsev, you get your ass on the power play. All right? And Doan, you get your ass off in favor of Boris Nabokov. There you go. We still have +5 with that. Quinn Hughes, get the hell out of here, all right? I don't need you taking points away from Kurtz just so the argument turns against Kurtz. Kurtz, get back on the double power play just like last year. All right, so we'll see if Kurtz's freaking production goes up or not. Or not. Good Lord almighty, man. The whole strategy was about bringing in the super team for the playoffs, and you guys just turned against our younger players. You guys just turned against them. I couldn't believe it. For a four-man power play, we're going to leave Hughes in there just because maybe the chemistry will actually help the simulation. Penalty kill. All right, so Curry, you're off the first line penalty kill. Gunther, you got no power play time. You're getting in there +2. Werenski, you're coming off in exchange for Hughes. We are running Hughes up on that first line penalty kill to keep the puck out of the net alongside of Werenski at +4, baby. Second line, that's going to be Gregor, and I think that's got to be Gregor and Curry probably. Hang on. Do I still keep the +1 or the 0? Yeah, I do. So Curry, because he's the grinder, he'll get a nice little bump there from the penalty kill. It won't be minus. Gregor, Romanov. I keep on screwing that up. Romanov, for Christ's sake. And then Doan and Karpatsev. No, Karpatsev, you're coming out of there. And we are going Jared Vesey, all right? I'm playing Jared Vesey on the penalty kill. Third-man penalty kill for a little bit of short-handed opportunities. Kurtz and Lindstein back there. Perfect. Three-man penalty kill. Karpatsev. No, I got to get Cooley in there. Yeah, Cooley's got to be on the first line. Karpatsev, you're out of there. Cooley. If I get Hughes in there, that's a +1, sure. All right, then the rest should be minus. Yeah, so you know what? Let me, instead of doing that, Chikrin. There you go. Hughes, Romanov, Gregor, and then Karpatsev, Lindstein, and Kurtz. No, Karpatsev, you're out of there, and we're going to go Jared Vesey. All right, third line on the penalty kill. -2, that's all right. His overall should bring it up there. 4-on-4 lines, we're not going to touch. That looks good. Chikrin, no, get you out of there. Yeah, Chikrin for Lindstein. All right, these guys played fantastic together. I want to try to get it going again. 3-on-3 lines. Hughes, Chikrin, Werenski. Let me get Chikrin out of there for Werenski, and let me get Kurtz in there as well. All right, so you guys wanted it. You got it. All right, you guys crap on my younger players. And Donovan Hines is staying. We got to get him at least 10 games played. Donovan freaking Hines, baby. 848 save percentage, 51 overall, backup goaltender. All right, this is the year. This year 5 will be remembered as the year GM Superbman created the dynasty. All right, everyone was crapping on him, but just wait until Curry becomes the player I want, Karpatsev becomes the player I want, freaking Kurtz becomes the player I want, and then Hines becomes the player I want. Just effing wait. Think this thing is only going to last a year or two? That's why you guys want Hughes? I got a long-term approach to this. Long-term approach. All right, and also good news. We have already assigned a scout. Got him out there all the way up until April. Yeah, like the second week of April, okay? So, we have extended Kurtz. We're waiting for Kurtz to come back with the extension. The scouts are out there. The new lineups. Now it is about getting to the Stanley Cup playoffs. So where do we sit? We are third in our division, 42 points. Way too early in the season, though. Yeah, we're not even at the halfway mark. So I'd start worrying around game 50, right at the trade deadline. But 12 and 2, I know I can make line changes at any time. And the fact that we have a franchise forward and a franchise defenseman on this team, I think it's going to be too powerful. So we should simulate just fine. So, yeah, let's just continue the simulation, shall we? Up against the Nashville Predators, team in our division. I want to get this Andreas Kurtz contract out, and then we lose our first game 4-3. Of course we do. Of course we do. Now it comes back. Andreas Kurtz, baby. There it is. He is locked up. So it is locked in. All right, there will be no more slander or criticism against our younger players. He is locked in. All right, so let's go all the way 8 years. Who do we got locked in now long term? I got Vesey at 11.5, Kurtz at 8.75, Curry at 3.5, Nabokov at 2.75. All right, Cooley's only got like 6 years left at $9 million. Kurtz fits in perfectly. So when you look at the long-term contracts, Vesey's our highest player, Cooley next up. Then you got Kurtz, then you got Lindstein, then you got Curry, Doan, Nabokov. That is the future, man. Hughes wants an extension. I'm not even listening to you guys. Nope, not even listening. We are continuing the simulation. All right, next up, we got the Boston Bruins. Oh, wait a minute. There was someone else I wanted to add to that extension list as well. There is a player down in the AHL that I think can actually crack the roster in upcoming seasons. Hang on a second, in the system. His name is Nornan. 77 overall, low elite. This was one of the guys that was projected to go in the 3rd or 4th round in 2026, so that's the year 2 NHL entry draft. We drafted him with the 2nd round pick, but I'm looking at his stats. His passing is up there at 94. He's a playmaker, and his chemistry, balance, shoot, balance, that's actually something that can fit on a lot of different lines. So even if he only becomes a 4th liner for us, this could still be somebody that I want to lock up. 8 years. Hey Nornan, you want a $12 million deal? This is guaranteed money. $12 million over the next 8 years. You don't know if you're going to become anything. $1.5 million over the next 8 years for Nornan. Yeah, I'm going to offer that. Lou Lamoriello type contract, baby. Now, Tukkanen, he's another one that I could give the long-term extension to, but the problem with a guy like Tukkanen, it's 1.1, and medium elite at 22 years of age, like, I don't know if that's going to grow. This guy, Nornan, is 77 overall, so he's already basically ready to go for the NHL. I want to get that one locked in also. All right, so I'm not going to get Tukkanen, but there is the AHLer. All right, so we're just waiting on Tukkanen now, and now we got to simulate. Yeah, I want to get to the month. I want to get to the month of February and see what we got. All right, so game up against the Boston Bruins in Boston. What do we got? Yanni Nornan, easy decision to re-sign. All right, so we have now extended Nornan long-term as well. So if I bring back up the contract screen, that's a 5-3 win over the Boston Bruins. Hang on a second. It's all coming together. It's all coming together, baby. Long-term. Yeah, so I got those 4 players signed long-term, and now in the system, I got Nornan as well. So 5 players, and we're getting some real good contracts, giving us the flexibility in the final half of Kurtz and Vesey's deal, right? That's going to be good upcoming. All right, so let us continue the simulation. We got the Islanders, we got the Dallas Stars, we got the Vegas Golden Knights. Yeah, we'll go just a few games at a time here. All right, come on, give me a good simulation. 3-1 loss, but an 8-1 victory. So we're still kind of like, you know, hit or miss here. Winning some games, losing some games. Vegas, and then a trip out east. Let's see what we can do here. 7-3 victory, 4-1 victory. Kale Clagg, 1 year left at 0.8 view player info. What do you guys think? A waiver pickup, 78 overall. Defensive pairing number 2, all penalty killing lines. The thing is, we already have Kesselring and we already have Hellison. I don't think that's gonna move it for us, so I'm gonna decline that one. We don't need him. We have Hellison, we have Kesselring that we can play. We have plenty. We got like 8 defenders that we can play. All right, so a 7-3 win against Vegas, a 4-1 win against Boston, and a shootout loss against the Florida Panthers. Oh man, we're really out east here. Buffalo, Tampa, and Toronto. Look at this Eastern. Look at these East teams, and then Bear Ernie. The second matchup, we gotta face Bear Ernie again. We gotta face off against Bear Ernie again. So let's go. Buffalo and Tampa and Toronto. 7-2 loss against Buffalo. 6-0 victory over Tampa. So since we've started the simulation, there's a loss, win, 1-1, 1-2, 2-2, 3-2, 4-2, 4-2-1, 4-3-1, 5-3-1, 5-3-1. All right, could be getting a little bit better. Come on, let's get to the end of the month here. Toronto, matchup on the road against the Leafs. That's a 5-1 loss. Jacob Chikrin is back, so a lingering injury right there. Yeah, let's just get to the end of this month and see what the stats look like. 5-3 win over the New Jersey Devils. 3-1 loss against the Washington Capitals. The New York Rangers, best team in the NHL last season, only 23-20-4 this year. And then you got the Ottawa Senators. I want to see what that game is all about. 5-2 victory. Very nice. All right, so there is one change that I would be considering to make to our squad. As long as Hines gets to 10 games played, I can switch Cornyn back in there. So hang on a second. How many games does he had? 9 last time, right? Hines. He has 13 now. Okay, so that's enough. All right, so the first step of growing Donovan Hines is complete. We got him enough games in his first season so that his rookie contract will begin to move on. All right, so Hines, now I'm going to switch you out for Cornyn, and Hines can just stay with the NHL team the entire year. I'm not going to send him back down, nothing like that. Swayman up to a 90. There you go, Swayman. Wasn't he 90 overall to start this year? I thought because he had a good season last season. I thought he was 88 overall. You know what? All these fluctuating overalls I can't keep up with. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Bear Ernie. All right, let's take a look at the Ottawa Senator lineups. I want to see what those rookies have been doing. Hang on a second. Ottawa. All right, so the Ottawa Senators at Tim Stützle. Bear Ernie's up to an 86 already, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. 22 goals, 13 assists in 47 games played. He's already got another X Factor as well. Bear Ernie is growing. What about their other first overall pick? Lynch up to an 82. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Bear Ernie and Gordon Lynch, man. And are they going to get, and they got Sawcast in there as well. They got Sanderson. They got Stützle. Watch out for the friggin' Ottawa Senators of the future, ladies and gentlemen. What's their record like? Let's see. What was their record like? The Senators 13-28-6, 32 points. They're tanking. They're tanking. That's some bull crap, man. View Drive class. They're tanking on purpose. What is this Ottawa Senators nonsense? They want Patrick Handzus and Ernie, or maybe even Michael Tverdovsky. Oh my God. We don't know anything about these players just yet. We are uncovering them. The Oilers 2.0. Yeah, you guys ain't lying. 3 freaking first-round picks in a row. Right? That's what the Oilers had, right? 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, right? Yeah, and then they got McDavid later in 2015. Jesus, Oilers. 4 in like 7 or 8 years. That is crazy. All right, so game up against the Ottawa Senators, a team that we should clearly beat, right? Based on what we have on paper, based on how the team looks during the standings, in the standings, I should say. Let's see how the playoff simulation plays out for your Utah Yetis here. An early power play, but it goes nowhere. All right, so we're keeping the puck out of the net. And that is something come the playoff sim. That's where you guys did convince me about like Quinn Hughes over Austin Matthews, because our team already scores goals. We can. But the 96 overall on the blue line might help us out with this aspect of the game, keeping the puck out of the net, you know? Look at the sim. I mean, only 3 shots for the Ottawa Senators. That's what I love to see. And then you got Swayman back there, plus the offense, and Quinn Hughes will add to the offense as well with that passing on the power play, right? So Josh Doan scores, followed up by Timmy Stützle. Zadorov, baby. Oh, my God, get out of here. Cable, whatever your damn name is. Jared Vesey, baby. Let's go, Vesey. Gets that 3rd goal of the game for the Utah Yeti, and they are up 3-2 going into the 3rd. All right, let's just keep it going. Power play for the Ottawa Senators, Gurianov. Oh, my God. Power play for your Utah Yeti. Nope, they don't score. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We're going to lose to the friggin' Ottawa Senators. Where's my goaltending? They've only had 20 shots on the net. Swayman, for Christ's sake. There you go. Logan Cooley getting an even strength goal late in the game. So that's a goal for Cooley and for Vesey. The first line looking good. And that's a win, baby. Patrick Laine gets an empty netter. Padding those stats. You'll love to see it. All right, so who did well for us? The playoff sim. Vesey with 2 points. I'm not going to brag. It's a one-off game. It's a one-off game. Not going to brag. Not going to brag about it. It's a one-off game, but I see a future. I see a future with the grinder, power forward, playmaker combination. All right? In fact, yeah, we got that game. Let's get to the first. All right, so the 31st and the 1st. All right, so February 1st, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get a quick save in there. Create new file. There you go. No backtracking on these decisions. All right, so team stats, player stats, all that good stuff. Let's take a look at it. All right, so what are we doing in terms of goals for per game? 3.69, that is plenty good. Entire league, we are the third highest scoring team in the NHL. So this is what I mean about being on autopilot. With stats like this, as long as we don't have any crazy injuries, we should be fine. Goals against per game, we are the fourth best team. So the second or third best team for goals for, what was it, third? Hang on. Third best team for goals for, and the fourth best team for goals against. So, I mean, we're simulating well. This is why I want to take the time to play our rookies. Power play percentage, 31.4%. That is effing nasty, man. Penalty kill, 81. So the penalty kill could be a little bit better, but remember, our two-way forwards and our grinders are still not that good. Look at Carolina's team. Carolina, 23. You guys want to take a look at Carolina's team? All right, we can do that. I don't know why. But we can do that, though. Player stats. Let's see what we got for our team. All right, so Patrick Laine with 34 goals, Jared Vesey with 33, although a -2 here for Jared Vesey. Yikes. What about Curry? Curry's a +9. How is Curry a +9 on the first line, but freaking Vesey is a -2? What the hell is he doing out there? Raimo Curry's power play points. He's got 2 in there, yes. What about defenders? Has Kurtz's stats gone up at all? Up to 15 points. All right, so halfway through the season. Lots of time left for these guys to still get more points. And then goaltenders, we got Swayman in there and Hines. Hines got 13 games played. Kurtz is a bum, 15 points. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. I'm locking him in. The fact that he wants that much money is good. We're just going to get back to the simulating, and hopefully his overall jumps. He'll get his X factors, and then when he reaches that 88, 89 overall range, bang, he's going to go off for 50, 60 assist seasons. Just wait, man. Just wait. All right, so we took a look at the lines and the stats. Everything on paper looks fine in terms of our production. Like, we're scoring goals, we're keeping it out of the net, so the fact that we are third in our division, 59 points, we are only 1 point behind the Avalanche, but the wild card spot is 53. Yeah, the wild card spot is 53 points. So we got a 6-point gap, so we just got to keep on winning. All right, so there's no reason to panic. Come the trade deadline, if there's something that we need to do, then we can do it. Hines is scratched, Johnny. Yeah, don't worry. You know what? I'm not listening. Hines is still traveling with the team, all right? That's how I'm playing him. I'm not sending him to the CHL. He's an NHL-ready goaltender at 50-something overall, all right? He's my pet project. I know what I'm doing, all right? Time will prove me right. So, the Seattle Kraken, before the All-Star break, let's see what we got here. Woo-hoo-hoo! 11-3. Hell yeah! Pad those stats, ladies and gentlemen. So, we're on a nice little 3-game winning streak, and we have ourselves 21 goals over the last 3 years. Over the last 3 games. 3 years, my God. All right, Chase Davison and the Minnesota Wild. Big game, big back-to-back game. Colorado in there as well. Where are the freaking Wild? The Wild are in a playoff hunt. We are still waiting on that playoff matchup between the Yetis and the Wild. That could be a real good one when it eventually happens. A 6-2 loss to the Minnesota Wild, you sons of bitches. 5-3 win against the Colorado Avalanche. All right, so good news is that I don't see losing streaks popping up here. Like, you might get the shootout loss with a regulation loss, but really not going long with like a 3 or 4 in a row. We always answer back with a victory. So as long as we can keep this up, big stretch of games though. As long as we can keep this up, we're going to make the playoffs. And I really don't care. Last year we were the best team in the West. It didn't matter, right? I really don't care. As long as we're in the playoffs, I don't care what the matchup is. Every team is a tough team. I now know that. Minnesota again. Let's see what they can do. Can they beat us for the second time in a row? 3-0 victory. All right. So all of a sudden now, we are 1, 2, 3. We're 3-0-1 in our last 4 games. Up against Chicago, 29-22-2. What do the Blackhawks have for us? That's a 4-1 loss. Look at this. Yeah, back and forth. Not taking off, but also, there you go. There's 2 in a row. Columbus with Mikko Rantanen. Let's see what we have here. Are we still in a fine spot? Wild card spot, 68 points, 65 points is the wild card. Yeah, our division is tough, man. Our division is definitely getting tighter. Yeah, I think we'll be all right, though. We had tons of time after the trade deadline. We'll be all right. Up against the Columbus Blue Jackets. It's not Mikko, it's Miku. Oh, my God. 3 in a row. What the hell's going on? How is this team losing now all of a sudden? Don't start with me. There's you go. 5-1 victory over the Montreal Canadiens, the Buffalo Sabres. 5-2 victory. Good. All right, so we're back into a divisional playoff spot. We just got to beat the right team. 72 points. And the Predators are only one. Yeah, that's, you know what? The exact same thing is going to happen to our division as it happened last year. These teams are going to face each other, and they're going to start to beat up on one another. As long as we're 34, 21, and 4. We're 13 games above 500. We're fine. We're fine, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let us take a look. Look at Jared Vesey, baby. 44 goals already? What the hell? This guy turns it on in the second half of the season all the time. It's unbelievable. What does this guy do? What does he do after January 1st, man? He just starts trying, apparently. All right, so hang on. Goals for per game. Did this go up or down? Utah, 3. I mean, that's fine. That is great. Goals against per game? That might have gone down a little bit, but it's still 2.9. I'm fine with that. Power play percentage stayed at 31.1. Penalty kill went down. Well, I guess the team's got to find a way to score on us. It's got to be the penalty kill. Yeah, we're good. The numbers, the simulation is weird compared to the numbers. The numbers tell me like we're a top team in the NHL, but the divisional playoff hunt, it's all close, man. Why do I always get stuck in these damn freaking divisions? These tough divisions. So, Jared Vesey has overtaken Patrick Laine in terms of points and goals. That's nice to see. Let me just sort by forwards first. Hang on a second. Forwards. Cooley with 57 and 59. Michelli, he's getting his points in there. Nabokov. There you go. Raimo Curry with 33. A plus 17. Yeah. Raimo's a plus 17. They're killing it, man. Karpatsev, the second line, though, minus 11. Maybe the second line could be moved up a little bit. Defensively, Quinn Hughes with 58. Werenski and Kurtz. There you go. All of a sudden, I put Kurtz and Lindstein back together. Plus 15, plus 18. And his points are going way up there as well. All right, he's going to have more points than he had last season. He's only 15 points off. Yeah, he can get there. He'll get there. All right, and he's also getting these points on a team where Quinn Hughes steals all of them. You guys saying that Quinn Hughes is the guy that we got to lock up. Unreal. I couldn't believe the slander. Couldn't believe the slander. So let's take a look at the lines, see if we had any overall growth in there. So Vesey still a 93. Curry still an 84. 86, 81 still, 82, so nothing. Did Sivan grow to an 80? Was he 79? No, I think that was the door off, so nothing there. Defensively, Hughes, Werenski, Kurtz is an 85. There you go. See, instead of the Utah fan base shitting on him, the general manager says you are our defenseman of the future, locks him up to 8 years, and that all of a sudden gives him the confidence. Yes. Yes. And when you look at his stats, I mean, what's bad on him? His physical category and his defensive category, those will slowly get up there. The passing is finally at the 90s. Offensive awareness is almost in the 90s. Got a hell of a shot. He's getting up there, boys. He's only 22 years of age. How dare you? How dare you? Power play. Our power play is still at 31%. I'm not taking Curry off. No, that's the playoffs. I'm not doing a thing. I'm not doing a damn thing. All right. So let me go back to edit lines. If you think about this year's playoff run, I don't want to make the same mistake we've made in previous years now. We traded for Joe Pavelski. That didn't work out. We traded for Mark Stone. That didn't work out. I'm sick and tired of trading away players that we could, I get draft picks for that just don't work, and we get kicked out in 5 or 6 games in the playoffs anyway. So when I look at this team, what do we need? On the bench, we got Kerfoot and Kesselring. So Kerfoot could replace the door off for the playoffs, like a bottom 6. You know what I mean? A bottom 6 forward, and then defensively, you don't need any defensemen. Romanov, I mean, maybe you can upgrade from Romanov, but anybody that you bring into this team, it's a rental, because we're in salary cap hell starting next season. And then you got Swayman and Kornin. Kornin, you're not doing very good. Hines was a lot better than you, bud. Come on, get your shit together. Third line center. So you get a third line, then Nabokov down here, and then the third line. Okay, so there is the potential for a third line center. I see it, yes, because Zadorov, okay. All right, so a cheap third line center that we could potentially get for one of those medium elite or low elite players that we know are not going to make the team, like that Tukkanen guy, or there was a guy I didn't sign at the beginning of this video. You know who I'm talking about. All right, so let's just head into the trade deadline, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get in there. Last game against the Carolina Hurricanes. I don't know. We won't be able to see it. Keep the current trade block. Enter trade deadline. All right. Whoa, my God. Nikita Kucherov is available? A playmate. Oh, my God. I don't know what to do. Evan Bouchard is available. 6 years left at 515.9. What did you do, Vegas? Oh, my God. Sharon Govich, Rasmus Anderson, Shirelli. They're No. Wait a minute here. Trade alert. Trade alert. The Los Angeles Kings trade Mkiki and Spence to Boston in exchange for a second and a fifth. Well, hang on a second. Hang on. Because last year we didn't trade for Ovechkin, or 2 years ago we didn't trade for Ovechkin. He went on to win a Stanley Cup. Sid? Where do the Pittsburgh Penguins sit in the freaking in the standings? I can't take him away if he's in the hunt for the playoffs. Do it, Johnny. Veshy, it would be perfect. Hang on a second. Metro. Hang on a second. 25, 28, and 9. They're not looking. Oh my God. All right. YouTube, I'm going to talk with my Twitch scouts about getting Sid the Kid. Give me just power of video editing. Okay, so we talked with the Twitch scouts about getting Sidney Crosby. Unfortunately, it's not going to work out. There are some trades that we could think about, like Gregor. That could be very nice, but the problem with Sidney Crosby is at this point in his career, at 41 years of age, he's got no X factors, so he's not going to help out with the chemistry at all. Can't kill penalties. I don't have it uncovered for Adam Wright, and he's injured right now. So I think for storyline purposes, we're going to allow Sidney Crosby to just ride out. It'll probably be his last year or second last year. He's a bottom 6 now. He's going to stay with the Pittsburgh Penguins, all right? Yeah, we're not going to make that trade. All right, so exit trading. Not going to do that. Now, Kucherov, everyone's saying, what about Kucherov? The problem with Kucherov is $9.2 million, so I'd have to get salary cap in there, and then, no, there's that trade value as well, that's way too high. So a guy like Kucherov, a guy like Bouchard, none of these guys are going to work. So let's just go to available now. Other centers, Johnny, yeah, I'm going to start checking some other depth line centers. Hang on, Chicago, Chicago trade Connor Garland to New Jersey in exchange for Vorobyev, a third, and Plekhanov. Good. Get the hell out of there. Connor Garland was playing good with Connor Bedard. I don't need that. He was an assist machine for him in the first round last season. All right, so I need a third line center. Nicholas Robertson, 85 overall to play in the third line. No, we'd want like a two-way forward or something. I wouldn't want, no. Velarde, power forward, 4.6 mil. No. Pedersen, Emila, Stevenson. 84 overall, Chandler Stevenson. He could probably win some faceoffs at a trade. He's a proven Stanley Cup winner with Vegas. Let me see these stats. He can win some faceoffs for me. He works on every penalty killing line. Hey, that could be the depth piece that you need. We also need a third line center, or a third center for our penalty kill, because we got like Veshy in there. Okay, that's actually not that bad. Philadelphia trade a third, and Cody Ceci to Minnesota in exchange for Tony DeAngelo. DeAngelo's back in Philadelphia. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Check Cirelli. Cirelli's got 3 years left, 87 overall. No, I'm not looking to do that. Hang on a second. Where was I? I was on, hang on a sec. Stevenson, yeah, so Chicago. Oh, but I have to trade him to Chicago. Stillman and Sivan. I'm not giving you Sivan. I'm not giving you Norton. Where are Chicago? I don't want to trade to Chicago. No, we're not trading to Chicago. No, not doing that. That's a big no. All right, so I've already turned down 2 now. Let's continue looking. Need another center. Defense, goaltender. Right wing, left wing, defense, center, Protas. Oh, but now you're down in the 82 overall range. No. Kerfoot's 80 overall. Gregor's 82 overall. That's the same. Unless you're getting a big-time piece. But the problem with the big-time piece, 2 years left for Max Domi. Problem with the big-time piece, I mean, the only one that could maybe work is Nicholas Robertson, center. But I don't even think I like his stats because he's a sniper. So hang on a second. Let me take a look at these stats here. He can't win faceoffs. Good on the second line. No, that's a big no. That's a big no. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we made our moves in the offseason, acquiring Quinn Hughes and playing our younger players. We also have Romanov on the team. We got a deep forward core. I'm not comfortable giving up any more assets. This is the team that we have, all right? So I'm not doing anything. I'm keeping the team. We've also made the same mistake the last few times with Pavelski and with Mark Stone, and I don't want to give up anything else, all right? I'm not doing it. All in. All in year? No, not. This is a superstar year because we can go out and get the big time contract. But like I was unwilling to move on from Kurtz. Like this is not a give up the future because the future is now locked into the 8-year window with these guys. I'm not. No. I'm making the decision. I am the general manager. It is official. No trades in the year 5 trade deadline. Trade alert, though, from the Toronto Maple Leafs, Montreal Canadiens. What the fuck? A second and a third to Tampa in exchange for Hogg, Cernak, and a third. All right, so Toronto getting some blue liners. All right, so power of video editing, we will bring it back for some any trades that might happen. Okay, so here at the end of the trade deadline, the big names, Kucherov, Crosby, Anderson, they did not get moved, but there was some action around the NHL. Will we get any... That's the trade summary. Yeah, I'm not going to go through that. Again, I wish I could tell the overalls, but at least here, the blockbuster trade alert. Here we go. So to Chicago, Vorobyev, a second and a third, and going back to New Jersey, Connor Garland. So Chicago getting up some roster players. That's good for us. I don't know about Vorobyev and Plekanec. Next up, Evgeny Kuznetsov is away. Wait a minute. How good is he? 79 overall, top 9. There's some depth for the playoffs. He got some speed. He's got some offense. Fourth line he works on. Evgeny Kuznetsov. No, you know what? Decline. No. He's being dropped for a reason. No defense. I'm not bringing him in. I like this team right now. All right, so all we got, ladies and gentlemen, is to simulate to the end of the season. Oh, man, the congestion is hitting me hard today. Friggin' Canadian weather, man. It is supposed to be hot out, and the temperature just dipped. All right, so we are past the trade deadline. We have how many more games? We got 22 games remaining, so a possible 44 points. It'd be nice to get like 30. It'd be nice to get 30 out of those 44. 15 wins, that might be a little bit much. Maybe some overtime losses in there as well. Some shootout losses. Let's just try to win 12 of the final 22 games, all right? That'll get us to 24, maybe a few, like I said, overtime and shootout losses. But it's important that we beat the right teams, our division, right? Our division is absolutely key. So let me just try to figure out the schedule here. So you got the Rangers, you got the Canucks, you got the Flyers, you got the Kings, you got a lot of Pacific teams. Then you got the East, and then it kicks off. You got St. Louis there, you got Chicago there. Look at this. Where is our divisional opponent? Do we take care of our division early on in the season? It's like we're facing off against Pacific teams. That's actually really good for us. If we're facing off against Pacific teams, you got to think that the Central teams are going to be facing each other. So, yeah, I think this division is going to spread out a little bit towards the end of the year. We just got to make sure that we start winning. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, let's see for year 5, can we make the playoffs? Now, if it starts to get tricky, I will absolutely edit those lines again, but we want to play the young players. All right, so up against the New York Rangers after the trade deadline. No changes made, but a 5-1 victory nonetheless. So Vancouver, we just beat the New York Rangers 5-1. So yeah, I mean, look at the last 3 wins that we got. A 5-1 win, a 5-2 win, a 5-1 win, and then we lose 9-2. We are a crazy team. We score goals, but then when we get beat, we really get beat. At least it's not a losing streak, though. That's the one I want to keep away. There you go. 3-1 victory. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going, Utah. Let's not slow down at all. 5-1 victory. Let's keep it going, Utah. I want to give as much ice time to my younger players. Get yourselves, there you go, second in our division. 76 is the final wild card spot, 67. Oh yeah, the final wild card spot is now 71. So we got ourselves with 2 games in hand. So we have ourselves a nice little 7-point gap with 2 games in hand. We should be all right. Just keep on winning games, baby. Up against the LA Kings. Winning streak. Up against the San Jose Sharks. Oh, just as I say it. 6-2 loss. What's their record is 27, 37-4. What the hell? Another game up against the Sharks. Central Scouting. Yeah, I can show you guys the scouting report. There's another win. All right, so this is what I mean about the super team. It doesn't matter what line change combinations we put out there. We are way too good to be losing too many games this season. There you go. There's another loss to Edmonton. We get 4 goals, and we answer back with another 5-goal win. How many 5-goal wins are we going to get in this month? There's one right there. One right there. One right there. One right there, one right there, one right there. Look at all these 5-goal wins. That's crazy. Up against the Carolina Hurricanes and the Montreal Canadiens. What do we got? That's a shootout win and an overtime loss. I'll take that. Robert Moore, $50 donation. Appreciate it. So good, it'll make the video. There you go. Appreciate it, Robert. Okay, so let's get to the 1st of April. We got 4 games remaining. Where do we sit in the standings? As long as 87 points. Our division is crazy. Like, I got the Jets, the Jets and the Predators all of a sudden. The Stars are on the outside looking in. The Wild have 75 points. That is a crazy, crazy race for the 2 wild card spots in the West. I got 87 points and I'm still in a wild card position. Oh, whatever. Just go. All right, 1 game at a time here. I don't want to lose myself. I don't want to lose myself. Magnus Larsson is available to play in the team's next game. Let me get him in there. That is the AHL. Isaiah Angelitis, I need you to really grow these players. So Hellison, you're out of there. Or Larson, you're right back in there. Thank you very much. Oh my God, things change. Yeah, AHL, NHL, everything gets all messed up. 3-1 win over the Washington Capitals. St. Louis Blues, tough team, 30-32-10. No, not so tough. In our division, though, there's a 6-1 victory. Hell yeah, we're in the playoffs. 100%. And just like that, we're at the top of our division. Our division is bonkers. Look at this. Though the Stars, the Wild, they are right there. Yeah, I want to get like another 5 games deeper into this because this is getting good. Chicago, where are they? We could even knock the Chicago Blackhawks out of the playoffs with a win here. I mean, well, hurt their chances anyways. Hang on. A 6-3 loss up against the Florida Panthers. Let's see what we can do to the Blackhawks. They have 89 points. They have put themselves out on front. The Wild seem to be losing some games late in the season. Oh, too bad, Chase Davidson. So, sim against the Chicago Blackhawks. That's a 5-3 victory. So, we beat them in regulation. So, they got no points out of that game. Where's that put them? The Blackhawks, 89. I think they're good enough. So, now what are we fighting for? Oh, my God. So, if we win our division, the freaking first round matchup is either going to be Colorado or Chicago again. Oh, my God. What do I... you know what? Whatever team we get in the first round, so be it. I'm not gonna. It's not. You're gonna have a tough team no matter what if you want to win the Stanley Cup. Oh, Jesus. I thought he was gone for a long time. All right. Andreas Kurtz been injured with an abdominal strain. Yeah, that's the gut punch that he got from Utah's fan base over this season for telling us to trade him, all right? There you go. It was the delayed abdominal strain from the gut punch that the fan base gave him. Ridiculous. Head coach replaced player. He'll be back for the playoffs, so I don't need to make any other line changes. That's fine. So who's in there right now? That is Kesselring, right? So Kesselring's in the lineup on the sec. You know what? Just so, because he is missing time, we might as well get Chikrin up in the lineup, just so his development doesn't drop off, or because he's playing third line time. I don't want there to be any negative in there, all right? So Chikrin, we're gonna move you up with Lindstein. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, so April 5th, only a handful of games remaining. Our team is looking good. We should be in the playoffs. Yeah, we have. There it is. We have officially clinched the playoffs in year number 5. So, ladies and gentlemen, year 1, we're in. Year 2, we're in. Year 3, we're in. Year 4, we're in. And now again in year 5, we're in. GM Superb Man is 5-5, getting the Utah Yetis to the playoffs. That's key. That is key, ladies and gentlemen. So we might as well, let's just get this simulation over and done with here. The regular season. Yeah, you guys can start to lose games now. Fine. Drop down in the division. Fine. Good. What's that matchup? Is that the Predator? You know what? I don't even want to worry about which team we're playing. No, I'm not even looking at it. 8-1 loss. Get your losses out of the way, boys. Don't care. Get your... They really started to lose every single game. Don't care. Last game of the season up against the San Jose Sharks. That's why Andreas Kurtz wasn't in the lineup. That's why we lost all those games late, ladies and gentlemen. Chiarelli is healed, blah, blah, blah. And we win the last game of the regular season 6-3. All right, very good. So, 82 games played. Yeah, everyone has played 82 games played. So, let me officially create a new save file and lock this sucker in. I'll create 2 of them just so I don't screw the pooch. All right, and there you go. So, let's take a look at our team stats, our player stats, all that good stuff. Central Division. So, the top team in the Central was the Nashville Predators. We got 3rd, so we fell down there towards the end. But goals for per game, 3.61. So, the best team in our division for goals for per game. Goals against per game, best team in our division. So, on paper, the best scoring team and the best team for defense, and we don't even have the best lineups out there. Power play percentage, 28.4. Beautiful. Penalty kill percentage, 78.2. That might be, that's second worst. So, I don't know how we are. It's just our penalty kill that we get scored on. 5v5, we don't. Player stats. Let's see what we got here. So, Jared Vesey, another 50-goal season. He improved in every category, every single year. He continues to get better. 55 goals, 38 assists, 93 points. Let's go, Jared Vesey. All right, Patrick Laine, a 54-goal season. I have two 50-goal scores. I have two 50-goal scorers on this team. So, playing Patrick Laine on the third line doesn't hurt him at all. He still had the same amount of shots. 54 goals. That's beautiful. Logan Cooley, did he have a better season? Maybe a little bit of a slowdown. Yeah, a little bit of a slowdown there from Logan Cooley. Power play points were there, but just 5-on-5 offense, not so much. Maybe that's Raimo Curry. We'll see. Michelli with 66. Tone with 60. Raimo Curry with 49. 13 goals, 36 assists. Let's go. And 6 power play points. A plus 20. How is Raimo Curry a plus 20? What were the other guys? Vesey is a plus 4. That's crazy. I got to figure that out. Raimo Curry, I am playing him, though. Nabokov, 44 points. Karpatsev, 41 points. Gunther, Sivan, 25 points. Very good. Defensively, Quinn Hughes with 70. Kurtz, 41 points. There you go. You guys wanted more points. He improved on last year in less games played. With Quinn Hughes taking all of his damn points early on in the season. I don't want to hear it about Andreas Kurtz. All right, I do not want to effing hear it. The guy had a great season. Wierenski, Lindenstein, plus 22 as well. Chikarin, Romanov, Kesselring, and goaltenders. Swayman, 919 save percentage with a 248 goals against average. Beautiful. Okay, so Swayman with a 919 save percentage. Hines actually did Hines have a better season than Corridon? It was close enough. Good job, Hines and Corridon, my two backup goaltenders. Nice job. All right, so let's take a look around the entire league. Forwards. Who was the best forward in the NHL? We got 121, Jack Hughes. The Hughes brothers, man. They are tops in the NHL. Svechnikov at number 2. Connor McDavid at number 3. Gensel, Aho. What about the most goals in the NHL? Leon Draisaitl with 59. Rantanen, 56. Jared Vesey and Patrick Laine. We have the 3rd and 4th best goal scorers in the NHL. Take that, Connor Bedard. Down to 50 this year, you freaking bum. Assists. What do we got? You got Jack Hughes in there. Defenseman. Points, Adam Fox with 80. Sanheim with 80. My God, Sanheim actually got a freaking X Factor. Weren't we going to trade for him, but he didn't have any X Factors? Shit, I should have done it. Makar McAvoy, there he is. Quinn Hughes with 70, ladies and gentlemen. And that's basically no power play time, right? That is basically no power play time. Rookie skaters, what do we got? Bear Ernie, 47 goals in his rookie season? Bull crap! Oh my God, he's already 86 overall. He's already got Make It Snappy, Yoink, a Big Tipper. Jesus, Bear Ernie. Bear Ernie. Was that a better 47 and 69 points? Was that better than Vesey? Hang on a sec. Was that better than Vesey in his rookie season? Vesey in his rookie year had... That is some bullshit. That is some bullshit, man. Are you kidding me? What, he just goes out there and gets one extra goal, more points. He had 69 points. All right, well, there's the storyline. There is the storyline. Bear Ernie, ladies and gentlemen. Holy crap. All right, so a few other things that we can take a look at before we look at our playoff matchup here. View draft class. Have I uncovered anything about the draft class upcoming? Still don't know about Patrick Handzus. I don't think I'm scouting in that area of Europe, but that's all right. We're not going to get him. Yakupov and Korsten, medium elites. Any other medium elites that are deep? Kalinin at 12. Nothing else. Some low elites, 37 and 219. Brunstrom and Lorikainen. There you go. All right, so the scouting definitely worked out for us again this year. We can take one of those. And last but not least, the progress reports. What kind of progress did we get from these guys? So if I sort by potential, Vesey still natural growth. No more natural growth for Vesey, so it seems like he's hit his peak. We can probably get him to 94, 95 after good seasons. But it looks like Vesey is locked in. Quinn Hughes, he would have statistical growth as well. Hines, yeah, buddy, natural growth from Hines. Let's go. Cooley, a little bit of natural growth still from Cooley, so he's still getting better. Well, if Cooley still has natural growth at 24, Vesey will still have natural growth. Kurtz, Yeah, some natural growth from Andreas Kurtz. Nothing for Curry, nothing for Karpatsev. Sivan a little bit, Nabokov a little bit. All right. What about down there in the system? Nothing for Bloomqvist. Tukinen, not too much. Larson. All right. But what I'm looking at is the overall. Nornan, that was the guy that we signed, right? Yeah, he's got a lot of growth, and he's up to 78 overall now. Other than that, though, yeah, our defensemen in the AHL really aren't growing. Our defensemen are really not growing down there in the AHL, but so be it. It's a successful year for your Utah Yetis. And in the Year 5 playoffs, we have the Winnipeg Jets, 45, 25, and 12. Let's take a look at their lines. What do they got here? Hang on a second. The Winnipeg Jets. Kyle Connor, we know he's gone off. Cole Perfetti and Tyler Toffoli. All right, fucking Tyler Toffoli's 36, but he still has like 5 X factors on that team. Yeah, they can score. Pinto, Brendan Saad, Ehlers. Not great depth, though. Not great depth. Defensively, Josh Morrissey and Carrier. Not great depth on the blue line, but then in the net. Connor Hellebuyck dropped down to an 82. Oh my God, fringe starter. But he's still a 920. What did he do in the regular season? A 909. Okay. This team, I don't want to say, you know what, I'm not going to say a damn thing. All right, and last but not least, I know I already said that, but I do want to end it with the playoff tree just so you guys can see everything. Playoff tree, ladies and gentlemen, and bang, there it is, your Year 5 playoff run. The defending Stanley Cup champion Toronto Maple Leafs missed the playoffs. Without Austin Matthews, they were not good enough. And without Quinn Hughes, the Vancouver Canucks didn't make the playoffs either. Oh my God. Well, it is what it is. So you want to make sure that you guys subscribe, turn on notifications. You don't want to miss the live stream, which will be coming out tomorrow. So we'll see. Can your Utah Yetis get past the first round? Chicago, we don't have to worry about till what? The conference final now? Edmonton? But Colorado is there waiting for us. Oh my God. But let's not look ahead. We got the Winnipeg Jets in round 1 of the Year 5 playoffs. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you at the live stream.